Okay, what up, YouTube? As promised, I'm going to do a comparison video on why I went with Vitalin V3 compared to the Lectric 3.0. I guess these are probably the two most popular folding bikes that seem to be made in America. So that's what I kind of dialed into under knowing the plethora of bikes, e-bikes, folding bikes that you can find when you go online now. It's a rage right now, man. People are like building these things, companies popping up all the time. But came down to these two for me, at least, the Lectric and the Vitalin V3. And I'm doing this, the 3.0 Lectric XP is what I compared these stats to. Now, in all fairness, I have not ridden the 3.0. I rode the 2.0, and I know there's been some upgrades. I test drove a 2.0 and didn't like it. It wasn't anything to do with how the Lectric was built or how it shifted or anything like that. I was only on it for maybe 5 minutes. Took it. I was going to buy one used, so I took it for a spin, and I mean, the ride seemed okay for what I can remember, but it was all the stats that I'm about to go over that switched me over from, first of all, even buying used to going with something that was brand new. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First of all, the cost. Vitalin is $9.99, and the Lectric 3.0 is $9.99. The difference is, at least right now, Vitilan doesn't charge sales tax. So that's a little bit of a savings. Plus, if you buy two of these, at least it was when I bought, and hopefully it's still accurate info. You buy two of these, you get $100 knocked off. So I bought two out the door, delivered to me, $18.99. So that was pretty cool. And I think I told you in my last video, we ordered the white. They didn't have a white, so they sent me that $100 saddlebag back there. I'll probably do a separate video on my accessories that I got for it. This is just the comparison one right now. So there you go, $18.99 and no tax. If you did the same thing, you're going to pay $2,000 plus tax. What you're going to be around $2,140 on a 7% sales tax. My math serves me right. So right there, savings as far as the cost goes. Second thing, and this was big for me. Three things that this thing has, and you think it's not that big of a deal, but when it boils down to it, it kind of is. I didn't see this on the XP. I tried to look at some stats again today before I made this video, and to my knowledge, they just don't have those. Your turn signals and a horn. And there's two other features that I couldn't find on the XP, and that's cruise control that this has and walk mode. Okay. Now, I don't really get the walk mode, but I did enter it on here and let you see the instructions here on what to do and how to get into that walk mode. But basically, it's long pressing that minus. And what it does, I think, is if you just are going up a big hill or something that, that you just want to walk the bike up it or whatnot, that'll help you. I couldn't find that on the Lectric at all. Okay. And I didn't even know it had the walk boost mode when I bought it, but I did know it had the cruise control, and that's how you get on and off the cruise control. And I did try this, and it seems to work pretty well. Basically, long hold the plus button on the controller there, and you have this little icon right there pop up. And then you're in cruise control mode. It doesn't really display and say, hey, cruise control is turned on when you're doing it, but basically you just hold that, I think, for 8 seconds. 8 seconds, and it will go into cruise control mode. There's just a lot of things that you can do on this bike too. And again, this is kind of unfair because I don't have what you can adjust on the other on the Lectric, but you can get in here and do like battery settings and, you know, number of speed sensor magnet settings and just a whole lot of stuff that I haven't played with yet. Maybe I'll get another video out on that. Wheel diameter setting. I made sure it was on 20 because I heard some things we'll talk about later, the speed, and one of the big reasons I went with this. But then you got a speed limit setting for each gear, and I can see where that could come into play later on, because sometimes I'm on a greenway and even pedal assist 2 seems a little fast, so I might reduce that a little bit. But you know, getting kind of off track here, but there's just a lot of things that you can adjust on the Vitilan, okay? But the main thing was you just simply don't have a horn. You don't have and don't think you don't use that horn, by the way. If you're on the greenway, like we have greenways all around here, and you're coming up on somebody and they've got a dog walking or something, and, you know, they have ear pods on or something, earbuds on, you might go ahead and use that horn. Just let them know you're coming up behind them. It's really a great feature and good safety feature, and it's funny sounding. I'll turn it on here for you and let you hear it. And this comes on really quick here, this display. That's what it goes through on the startup. Again, off track here a little bit, but just so you hear that horn. The lights come on. You don't have turn signals. I thought you did when the light was off. It's a long press on here. There we go. But you do have, and my bag might be covering this up a little bit, but that'll show you the turn signal there. They're amber, so it sets itself apart. It does have a brake light too. When you have the lights on here in the daytime, or if you don't have the lights on, the only thing you have as far as lights go is the brake. So when you do brake, that light will come on. Other than that, without having the light function turned on, you don't have any other lights showing up and no turn signals, okay? So I didn't know that. But anyway, when I bought it or whatever, that I wouldn't get daytime turn signals without having the lights on. But that's okay. At least I got them at night. Really important. I do like riding this thing at night. So let me go ahead and shut this off now. I'm trying to save my battery because I'm really trying to get this thing drained down. I haven't got it drained down to where I get the red flashing yet. And that's my goal this weekend, to get this battery drained down, give you a really good idea of the range. Might as well talk about that, the comparison. Both of them seem to say 45 on the battery, okay? Lectric battery, let's see here. Both of them are 48 volts. Both of them seem to take up to 6 hours to charge. I can pretty well verify that this is fully charged in 6 hours. You know, I had one bar I think I've gotten it down to and put it on there, and it was about 5 hours it took to charge it up to full. So yeah, so I think it's pretty accurate, but both of them are about the same on that, okay? Both are 48 volts. The Lectric extra battery is $299, and you're going to pay tax on that. The Vitilan is $319 with no tax. So if you do 7% tax, do the math. The extra battery's the same. Both batteries can be pulled out of the bike and charged. That's good. But so the batteries are about the same as far as the price if you wanted to get an extra one. You can upgrade on a long range. They don't have that option here. You can get a long range battery on the Lectric. I think it's a $189 upgrade up front. And what it buys you is another, you know, they say, I think, again, where did I put range? Both of them say that range is right around 45 miles with the regular battery. So I guess that is a plus for Lectric if you have an option. If you want to pay an extra $180 to get another 20 miles, that long-range battery, it says, can go up to 65 miles. So they don't have that option on the Vitilan, okay? Speed, and of course, speed is good. Um, if you want to get from point A to B quickly, this is going to do it a little bit better than the Lectric. The Lectric is a 28-mile speed, and you have to unlock it. It's not a big deal to unlock it to get it to give you that 28 miles. I think its factory is 20, and then you got to do some code in there or whatever. This doesn't make you mess with that. Quite honestly, folks, I've had this bike up to 37 going downhill. So it flies, and just on a straightaway, it'll do 32, 34. It says 32, but I had it up to 34 just on a plain straightaway. And so definitely something over the Lectric there is the speed for the Vitilan. Pretty big thing there. I love that this one doesn't have the spoke wheels, the silver spoked wheels. And they just look a heck of a lot better, in my opinion. When I saw these rims, I was like, God, that does look good. Somebody had mentioned in one of the review videos, and it just really, to me, blows the spoke rims away. They just look so much more nice. So I went with that. You see the tire, might as well talk about those. Both of them have knobby. The Lectric is a 3.0 tire, 3 inches. These are 4. Now, people say good and bad about that. One thing I could not find anywhere on any reviews for some reason, maybe I wasn't looking deep enough, but I can't, maybe in the reviews you might find something on that Lectric going off-road. But here in the description of this bike, you will see it. It'll say off-road, beach, okay, where you just can't find that info. And you can tell I did a little off-road last night, as a matter of fact. This thing handles like a dream in grass. I was really amazed at no slipping, sliding around with the morning dew grass. So again, can't really compare it to the smaller tire, but there's a reason that you won't see too much advertising on taking the Lectric off-road, and this one you see quite a bit of it. So that was a big thing to me. I wanted to get off-road. I almost bought another motorcycle. That was my main thing. I was going to buy like a Triumph. What the heck is it? Where the it's what's it called? The Triumph. Anyway, it's a nice kind of go on the road, off-road kind of thing. Had some knobby tires on it. But I wanted to get to be able to truly go anywhere, like the original motorcycle Harley Davidson movie said. You can't do that with that baby. Okay, that's strictly for road, highway. Love it, but this thing will get you about anywhere you want to go. I've already had it on a 45-degree angle, about a 25-foot hill on a 45-degree angle. Haven't made it to the top without dismounting and helping it up, giving it some throttle. But this thing is great off-road and in the grass. Yeah, I just I appreciate those extra inch on the tires for the Vitilan. So that was another reason I went with that. The brakes, now Lectric does, they just upgraded. That 3.0's got hydraulic brakes on it. This is wire. So I guess it depends on what you think about wire brakes. These stop fine for mine, okay? My wife's brakes are squeaking a little bit. I contacted Vitilan. They gave me some suggestions on fixing that on the squeak. Sometimes I heard the brand new bikes are setting in those pads or whatever they got on here. Got little brake pads on there. Yeah, they do. So matching up and getting used to the rotors can cause that, but I'm going to do some more investigation on that. I might put out another video. I plan on doing some reviews on this thing, and just like I did for my Goldwing, I'm going to do a 100-mile review on this, maybe a 200-mile review, sort of stuff like that. So you can keep up with me, and I'll give you all the stats as I get them. But so I guess that some people might call that upgrade and better, and probably is better braking power. I have never had any issue stopping with this at all. So I don't know. And then you got more, I'm sure the hydraulic is more maintenance than the wire. So Depends on how you look at that, if that's a plus or a minus for Lectric. Let's jump into passenger mode too. Lectric claims a passenger mode. It's kind of sounds boring. They limit you to 10 miles an hour. You can put a passenger on the back of that. Both of them have a payload of 330 pounds. So whether you want to say, hey, they claim they can have a passenger up to 150 pounds, I guess maybe back here. I don't know. I guess they're both 330, so I don't know. You could probably put a passenger back there. I have seen Lectrics will have like the little foot pegs down here for the passenger. I haven't seen anything that Vitilan offers that. Okay, so if you think you're going to do some passengers, maybe they do have a seat that they have on the Vitilan too. You got to pay extra for it. So, or not on the Vitilan, but the Lectric. So if that's a big deal to you and you're going to be riding people around, maybe look at that, or put a cushion seat back here, and get the Vitilan still. It's up to you. But that is the stats on the max load is 330 for both bikes. The motor. Now, the motor's a big deal to me. Okay, I wasn't shopping for. I told myself right from the beginning, just from what I read with torque and everything like that, that I wanted a 750 watt. And I thought the 3.0 delivered that. But what I'm looking at stats right now, and scream at me if I'm wrong, but I'm seeing the 3.0 is a 500 watt. Now they kind of trick you and say they got 1,000 peak, 1,086 peak or something like that. And this Vitilan is 750 watts, which is what I was shopping for. And that would have probably ended my search right then if I'd have known that before. But I just reread that again today. I really thought that it was a 750 watt Lectric, but it's just not. And what that does is the torque is better on this bike. The torque on here is 65 Nm torque, and on the Lectric, they have 55 Nm. So that's going to help, that makes that drive a little bit, going up hills a little bit easier on this, easier on the bike, easier on you, and pedal assist. I imagine all that comes into play. Helps you get up that 45-degree angle hill, okay, almost. But yeah, that torque is big time. So that's a big thing that I really just learned. That torque this morning is so much better. But that's another reason to get the Vitilan. And okay, so let's talk about seat upgrade. I had the regular seat on here, and I tell you, I took it out for a ride, probably went about 8 miles the first day I got it, and I had the regular seat on there, and it is hard compared to this seat. Okay, so I suggest getting the upgrade on this. This is $69. Okay, and again, right now, no tax. Your upgrade for a better seat on the Lectric is $99, but it comes with a post, and I think it's a suspension post, so you might get a little dampening. This seat is freaking awesome. Okay, now it's not like the motorcycle where you feel, I stand up on that motorcycle and get my butt rested when I'm on real long trips, but you can stand up on these things with these high handlebars, and it's so much fun to even just stand there and ride like that. It's just really fun. It's almost like you're on a scooter for a while. But you do sit down afterwards. That's why I went with this over a scooter too. But this seat is great for longer rides. So I'd say upgrade that seat no matter which one you buy, but there's your prices for the different seat options. All right, and bringing up the rear here, weight, both of them say they're 64 pounds. I thought I'd saw something on the Vitilan being 62 pounds, which gave it a slight advantage for people that are conscious about that and getting into the back of a truck or minivan. If that's a big deal to you, well, have no fear. They're both the same weight according to their stats and their specs, okay? So, and then real big thing right now, I just went on the website just now, and it says on the Lectric, you're going to wait for shipping until July. I had this in a week, folks, during Mother's Day. All right, I ordered it on Thursday night or Friday, and both of them, one showed up on the next Friday, and the other one showed up on Saturday. So right at a week for 2 bikes, and that was incredible. And again, they didn't have the white one, so we had to go back and forth. They were going back and forth with me on Saturday and Sunday on the upgrades they were going to give me because they didn't have a white one in stock. I got that $100 bag and 2 gel coat seats, or 2 of these airbag, whatever seats. So just great customer service. Again, I can't speak to Lectric, but I got so bad when I saw that review on Amazon, I think it was, that these guys just don't have the support and won't be able to help you. Every question I've asked, I've had it answered same day on an email. If it's late at night, it'll come the next day. But customer service on these things so far, guys, phenomenal. They both have a year warranty on it, on the parts. So hopefully won't need that, but that's nice to have. And that's another reason I bought new and went with this. So that's it, guys. If you want one, I got a link in the description there. They'll take you right to it. Buy one of these. I just absolutely love it. That's why, though, those are all the reasons that I went with the Vitilan over the Lectric 3.0 XP. That's it for now. Look out for some more videos coming on the accessories and diving into that manual. I don't think anybody's done a review on that yet that I could find. So hopefully this helps somebody make your decision out there. Later, YouTube.